Huh, I
Got it?
gotcha.
All right, cool. Um,
We're live.
what's up, family? What up, guys?
How's it going?
The YouTube video, our YouTube viewers that are checking this out, you guys get the live feed. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna play into this. Oh, actually, shit, it's already 420.
Nigga, why you acting like a hoe? Know that I'ma ride for you either way it go. Tell me, girl, why you be stressing me for time? When you tell me you love me, can't you see I'm
you
trying
too.
to climb? Then my nigga, why you acting like a bitch? If you scared to take a chance, how the fuck we gon' get rich? Come here, baby, why you always insecure? Hold on tight to a nigga and be sure. Yeah, ain't no way around it no more. I am the greatest. Lot of niggas set on the throne. I am the latest. I am the bravest. Go toe to toe with the giants. I ain't afraid of you niggas. I'll end up fading you niggas before it's all said and done. This nigga need
What's
better
up,
son.
guys?
My
We're gonna let
Uzi
this
is way
rock out
done.
for a
I
bit.
need me a better gun. In fact, I just might need two. Cause niggas say they the one. And I got something to prove. Forgive me, Lord, here they come. Blah. Nigga, why you acting like a hoe? Know that I'ma ride for you either way it go. Tell me, girl, why you be stressing me for time?
Those that are listening to YouTube, hit your friends up, hit your family up, send them the link. Come check this out. You're listening to the radio app. What's up? Check you guys in the chat line.
My inhibitions, fighting my
What up, Luis? My boy.
Demolition of these phony niggas. So ahead of my time, even when I rhyme about the future, I be reminiscing. You want the truth, well come and listen. I'm like that time you bagged a diamond, checked your phone and saw what's a number missing. It's fate passes you by, half of you try, the other half of you fried, too high to actually fly. One day you have to decide who you gon' be, a scary nigga or a nigga that's gon' rule like me, keep it true like me.
All right.
Ice Cube meets the new Ice T.
What's up, family? What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Said Connects. No handshakes, nothing. No?
Got you.
Thank you. What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Said Connects, Cannabis Entrepreneurial Dialogues. We are live from the TGN Latinx station. If you guys are tuning in through the radio app, what's up? Welcome back. We'll hope to see you guys in the chat line. If you guys are viewing through YouTube, what's up, guys? Welcome back, all our viewers as well. Make sure to check us out in the chat lines through the YouTube app. We'll be shouting you guys out. We have some of the chat lines popping through as well. But today we got a special guest in the house, and we're going to definitely get into that. But before we do, Cannabis and Entrepreneurial Dialogues, our mission today is to create spaces for people and brands of color to elevate their voices and educate and empower our communities. And we've been doing that for the last few weeks now. We're excited to be a part of the TGN Latinx family. We're going on episode 6 today. Episode 6. We've been doing this for 6 weeks strong, and so we're definitely excited to get this rolling. We got sponsors that we want to shout out. So B, let's go ahead and get the sponsors out. What up, B?
Yeah. We got Adore LA. It's a queer POC, marginalized community, and it's faith based. You want to check them out. Check them out at Instagram, Adore LA. It's something that you and I are part of, and so shout out to them.
Absolutely. Thank you guys, Adore LA. And our second sponsor is La Familia. La Familia is the first Mexican cannabis brand.
That's right.
Here in the state of California and in LA. You can find their products at Cookies, Stizzy's, March and Ash, and all throughout California. Yerba, bunch of different shops out in every part of the state. They have amazing flavors and amazing products. And we're not going to get too much into it right now because our guests are the founders of La Familia. We have Edgar Vasquez and Albert Valdovinos in the house. What up, guys?
What's up, family? How you guys doing today?
We're doing good, man. I'm excited to have you guys here.
Nice, man. This song, bro, is bringing me back right now.
Okay.
It's bringing us super back right now.
There you
She asked me for a song to send to you guys, bro. This song, resonates with the start of the company, man.
I'm gonna need you to get a little closer, brother.
Ooh, I got you.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
a lot
Sounds
better.
better.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Cool. So it brings you back. Cool. And we're definitely gonna get into your story and learn a little bit about you guys today, because I think that's definitely important to be able to share your story, and highlight where you guys come from, because that makes the brand, right?
Mhm.
If our listeners and your followers know more about you and where you guys come from, it'll definitely be able to create more, more folks that'll definitely tune in and want to participate and
I think
partake.
even more in that, it's like, hopefully we get to inspire somebody, man, because at one point in my life, I never thought that we could be entrepreneurs and we could do something great. Like, I'm from Inglewood, so it's like we all broke down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you from around the corner, bro.
Absolutely, yeah. And we'll definitely we'll touch on that. Before we do, I got to do a special shout out to someone. Faith, what's up, baby girl? I see you. And Nalia, I see you too, baby. It's my daughters. They're watching the episode,
Oh,
so I wanted to
man.
be able to give them a special shout out, to my girls there. But without further ado, we want to be able to highlight you guys. So welcome. Thank you. So you
Thanks for
kind of
having
touched
us.
on a little bit. You said you're from Inglewood,
Yeah,
right? What part of Inglewood are you from? Because I grew up there too.
bro. Pretty much like I could use Lennox or Inglewood as my address. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm
for
like
sure.
borderline.
Lennox.
borderline.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I grew up there too, man. Family.
Vermona.
Vermona. Okay. Yeah. I was on Gravilla, corner of Gravilla and Lennox Boulevard,
Oh shit.
right there.
Bro, man, it's so crazy. Like, dude, just growing up, like, man, there was like hoes on my corner.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of shit we see.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy, man.
Hey, you go to school, there's gangs and all this shit. So it's
Fuck,
crazy. man.
Absolutely.
We
Yep.
go through it.
Felton
We see
Boulevard
it
or
very young.
Buford?
Yeah.
What was it, Buford or Felton?
Buford.
You went to Buford?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Buford. No, I went to Felton.
And then fast forward, I ended up moving to Paramount.
Okay.
Bro, I thought we were rich. I thought we were rich.
It's a whole different different world.
Different, bro.
Yeah.
Even like the people, like just the way they act, what they think about, like, is different. Is very different, because where I'm from in Inglewood is like you're gonna get capped on if you're wearing some Skechers.
Yeah.
You're gonna get capped on if you're looking at certain, like, you just
Yeah. Absolutely.
in Paramount.
None of that.
Nobody cares what you wear, bro.
Yeah. There's none of that.
It's just so different, man.
Yeah. What about you, Edgar? Where are you from?
East LA, bro.
East LA.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was born in White Memorial Hospital.
Okay, right there in
Moved-
Boyle Heights, right?
Yep. Right. Moved right down to in Boyle Heights. Went to Hollenbeck Middle School. I was about to go to the Rough Riders. What is that? Roosevelt.
Okay.
That's when I moved out of there. Went to Paramount. I thought I was rich too, dude. I was telling everybody. I was like, yo, you need
We
to see
made
where I
it.
live now. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
Paramount's a whole nother game, bro. The city takes care of itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so small, so conservative. So the city takes care of itself. And I wasn't
Yeah.
used to that. I'm used to, like, getting pulled up by the cops and I'm automatically a victim.
For sure.
And I'm a kid, I was a kid. So they're always fucking putting you up against a car, checking if you got some bud or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That was back then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you guys moved on up to Paramount. Is that where you guys connected?
That is, bro. That is.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. So
Mhm.
so they even offer wrestling. there,
Yeah,
'cause
wrestling.
we
Which you
didn't
don't
have-
see nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Bro,
So
and right, yeah. So we met in wrestling, started just kind of
We
competing.
met by smoking.
okay.
Yeah.
Because
Smoking like the competition or
No,
like-
smoking weed.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
so bro, we were bad kids. We weren't bad kids. We just did dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one time we're in wrestling, and I'm kind of like the new guy there. And this is back in like 2009, bro, because
Mhm.
my mom had just lost a house, but I still had the key to the house.
I already know where this is going.
Yeah.
So I'm such a nice guy, bro. I heard some people talking about they needed a place to smoke some weed,
Yeah.
and I said, just go to my house.
Yeah.
So
That-
just like
Long
that.
story short, that's me right there. I needed a place to smoke.
Right.
Albert was just like the nice guy. I'm like, I'm down. I'll take care of the house. Don't even trip.
Yeah.
And we connected like that. He's like, right after that, come over to Jack in the Box, which is like across the
I used
street.
to work at Jag in the Box.
And I returned the keys to him, and he's like, "Hey man, order some tacos." And he gives me like a stack of
Of
free
coupons.
coupons. You know what I mean? Like free tacos,
Yeah.
free burgers. I'm like, all right, cool. I ordered, and he gives it back to me. He's like, order it again. And that's how, after that, it was like, that's how I met Albert. We were in 2 different weight classes, so we would never really talk to each other in the room. We were
Okay.
in the actual team, so they split us all up.
Oh, okay. Is that how it?
Yeah,
Is that how it
yeah.
works?
Because
Like
I mean,
this?
I would never go up against
Yeah.
him. At the time, I was a lightweight, and he was up in the heavier weight. So
Mhm.
they just split us up for safety. You don't want to
Sure.
get
Yeah.
like landed on by a bigger dude. They'll snap us in half just because we're like cutting weight and all that stuff.
What were you like? One what?
I was 119 or wrestling 119 in high school.
Nice, 219.
Hey,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
lying, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You eat better when you run a company now, bro.
right.
But yeah, man, that's how we met. Back in
Dope. And what was? So you kind of touched on your upbringing a little bit, but what was the message behind cannabis as a child in your family?
bro, it was like looked down upon. You don't come around smelling like it. Your eyes better not be red.
Still is.
Yeah.
Still is for you,
Mm-hmm.
even now with your
Yes.
family.
Yes, bro.
Okay.
My mom's a little bit more lenient now. Like,
Oh
My-
yeah.
His
my
mom's a
little-
cool mom.
yeah, my little brother came in the other day. He was like, "Man, I'm high," and I'm like, "I would never be able to say that."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? But older brother has a cannabis company, so
Oh, okay.
it's like she's a little bit more lenient. She knows a little bit more about it. We don't make these like the pomadas, like with
Right.
I make pomadas with yerba buena and the cannabis itself. I put my own extracts in it. And so I give her that. She loves it.
Right.
All my tias love it. They're just like, yo, dile a Edgar que me mande otra pomada.
Yeah.
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
And so now it's a little bit more open in my family because they're seeing where we got licensed. We're taking the next step and getting a facility. Like,
Sure.
so it's not what it used to be in my family.
And how is it with you, Albert?
Bro, you just took me back right now talking about pomadas.
Yeah.
When I used to work at Jack in the Box, right? I was the worst employee ever. I used to come in high as fuck to work, bro. And the ladies knew because my eyes were red all the time. And she's like, they would always talk shit. The Mexican ladies that work at Jack.
Yeah,
The little
sure.
doñitas.
And then one day
Yeah.
she's like, Alberto, ven pa' acá. She's like, ¿me puedes agarrar mota? I was like, hell yeah, I could get you some mota. And
I've been waiting for
she
this
gave me
question.
$10. Next day I come back with like that much worth of weed, like that much, bro.
Yeah.
She's like, ¿Qué chingados es esto? Right? She's tripping because she used to getting like a whole palm full. Next day she came back, she was like, that was the best weed I ever had. But you just
But yeah,
reminded me of that.
I mean,
And,
well, yeah, back in the day, you used to get that like stress. He'd give you a whole
Yeah.
mhm.
freaking
Yeah.
Ziploc.
I give her
you
some
know?
kush, my boy.
It was when Kush was still like popping off because
Yeah,
it was like
for
from
sure.
chronic to Kush, and I remember that it was next level, man. Like,
But oh man, like that was mine and my mom's like just weed was my mom's biggest struggle with me because like bro, she took me to the doctor once, like talking about like, oh, it's just a regular checkup, and then all of a sudden she goes,
Test.
Intervention.
hey, yeah, and then with the
Yeah,
doctor,
yeah, we
and
know
the
that
doc- bro,
one.
the doctor didn't
Yeah.
even know, and the doctor was just like, well, you can't do nothing about him. It's not like you're gonna be with him all day,
Yeah.
And she lost. She kind of lost right there. And then they were gonna drug test me, and I was like, I smoke weed. She's like, why are we gonna drug test him if he's already telling you he smokes weed?
Yeah.
So it's like we had that battle, bro, and it's like now, growing up, I remember when I told her because I was living at her house back in 2015, 16 when we started the company, and I wanted to tell her what I was doing. I thought she was gonna be proud of me, so I told her everything, bro. I was like, yo, mom, like, all these 2 years I've been gone, like I've been starting my own company, and like, we manufacture chocolates and it's like Mexican based, and like,
Yeah.
we're doing drinks now and everybody loves our stuff. And she was like, wow. And I was like, except it has weed in it. And she went pale, bro.
Damn.
Like she stopped talking to me for like 3 months. Like it was just like, it almost like, I
Made
felt
you
like
question.
she was kind of said like feeling like I was breaking up the family, but I was like, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we're still like family get together. She'll look at my brother and she'll be like, how was your day at work?
Oh.
And like she won't ask me,
Yeah.
Well, my day was fine, mom. Thank you.
yeah. So it's kind of like that. I'm not tripping though. I know what it is. I only have like one option in this. The only way I'm gonna prove it wrong is if I do it right. You
Right.
know,
Absolutely.
if this thing goes and I fail, it's just like I proved the whole thing wrong.
Yeah.
Because she's gonna say, see, it wasn't meant for you. Like, see, told you, but like,
Got it. Yeah.
so I carry that weight on my shoulders, bro.
Okay.
Got to make sure I do it right.
Yeah. No. That. I mean, it happens to everyone, right? That we get a lot of those stories,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
so it's crazy that in this dynamic, it's you have the complete polar
Oh,
opposites
yeah.
on
Yeah.
both ends.
Mhm.
So I'm sure there's a lot of conversations that go back and forth between you two about it.
Mhm.
What about you, Edgar? What were you working at before the brand? What-
Before the brand.
Yeah,
So,
before the brand, and we'll get to you, Albert, after because I know you were doing a few things too.
well, we worked in the cannabis industry together. But before that, bro, before I even got into cannabis,
Yeah.
I was working at In-N-Out
In
right
and
out of
out.
high school. Like, so I was taking a metro from Paramount all the way to Hollywood. That's where I was working at,
Okay.
and I thought I was gonna that's where I was gonna set because I loved how they treat their employees, and I was like all about In-N-Out, like just always talking about it. I get fired, right, for giving a cup away to my girlfriend now, you know. So like I get fired, I'm just like, damn, what am I gonna do now? I end up finding out my girl's pregnant too.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what
Right
am I
out of
gonna
high school,
do?
you said?
Yeah, like a year after high school,
Okay.
so I was like 19.
Yeah.
I
The
was like, what
youngest
am I
one
gonna-
out of all our friends that got pregnant.
the dumbest.
There's always
one.
that
I was
one.
the dumbest one
There's
too,
always
bro.
that
Like,
one.
He's the one.
Yeah. Bro, after me, like these guys were just like, well, if Edgar had a kid, I
Yeah.
guess we'll be all right.
He
Like,
showed,
you know
he
what
was
I mean?
proof. He was hope.
But yeah, man, I found out I'm having a kid, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, fuck. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the Navy, you know. So I'm gonna go to the Navy. They're gonna take me in. I'm gonna work, and I could bring her along too. That's what my thought was.
Sure.
And then my boy hits me up. He's like, hey, bro, I'm looking for drivers. We pay $100 a day on top of tips. I'm all like, how many days? They're like, as many as you want.
Oh,
And I
shit.
was like, cash? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
that's
sign
what I'm
me up.
doing. So
Yeah.
that's how I got in. Shout out Dork,
Hey.
Chris. You know, he got us at Los Dabbers, got us into the
Mhm.
game, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, he got me the job. Raul too. Raul and him, you know, we just had mutual friends, you know.
Right.
They were all like
All the
communicating with
homies
each
working
other.
at the shop.
All the
Yeah.
homies, yeah, they were like, hey, like, you know, hit this person up. So I was one of them. Yeah, man. Then we started delivering. I started, you know, learning the ropes. But I was like, I'm gonna have a kid. I'm gonna take over this. Like, I wanna be the best employee in the room.
For sure.
And then I was like, you know, I started working my ass off. Started doing anything they asked for, bro. Even after my hours, like I was like, I'm down. Drop off the money. Let's go. Like go. I used to go pick up milk for the owners. Like all types of shit, bro.
Whatever,
Take
yeah.
their
There's nothing like an employee that you can fucking count on, bro. That's
Bro,
reliable.
Absolutely.
and I would do things for them, just personal stuff. And I was just like, I want to be their right hand.
Yeah.
That's how I got like, started pushing my way into the industry, just knowing that I had a kid on the way.
Yeah.
I need to make this money, and
Yeah.
I need to get close to somebody who can teach me how to make more money.
You're right.
So that's what I did. I, you know, worked my
Yeah.
ass off for that. That was for like the first 2 years. I think I was working with that company. I did like 2 or 3 years with them. I don't know how much more I want to go into because
No,
that's when
you're good.
Albert gets tied into this,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
story
yeah.
too, man. But yeah, man, I remember just doing all the stories that came with that too. Like, you know, I as a driver, bro, like
It's
you-
insane.
You encounter so much shit, bro. And
Absolutely.
at first, like I said, I did it for the money because I was having a kid.
Right.
After that, you start meeting the patients. It's dope. It's like,
You see the reality of
yeah,
cannabis.
it's
Yeah.
like I you know, growing up with it, like how we have our parents that tell us it's bad, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm meeting burn patients that they can't go to sleep without, you know, something to help with their pain.
Yeah.
They don't want to take another pill because that thing, you know, hurts their kidneys, or it's like
yeah.
making them nauseous and stuff like that. And then you meet people with real insomnia. Like I met a lady, she could only sleep 4 hours a day. Her brain wakes her back up, and that's what's an edible. You know what I mean? So all those stories coming in, and it started changing my perspective of what cannabis was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was in it for the money. I wanted to learn how to make money, but after that, I was like, cannabis is a whole new game.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I
appreciate you said. I'm sorry for cutting you
No,
off,
go ahead, go ahead.
but I appreciate you saying that because there, you know, a lot of us are sometimes put in that situation. I
Mhm.
was in that same situation too when I first got into the cannabis industry. Same situation.
Mhm.
About to have a baby. It was about to be my second child. I had
Yeah.
just lost a job, and I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna
Mhm.
like, do this? And I got into it through also delivery
Mhm.
and with a brand, and I did the same exact thing. So it just goes to show, like, you know, obviously there's reasons behind there too, but for folks that are also looking to get into this industry, like there's avenues and there's ways to do it, and if you do it with intention, you'll get to destinations that you want to.
Mhm. Shout out to our baby boys and our baby girls that give us that motivation, dude. That give us
Mhm.
that drive, that vision that we didn't have when they weren't here. Because it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And being a parent is my favorite thing ever.
And we'll get into that and what it means to be canna parents. Really, we'll
Mhm.
definitely. I got a segment on that
Mhm.
piece, but I definitely want to talk to you guys. I love talking to other parents that either partake in cannabis or work in the industry, and how do you navigate those
Mhm.
conversations with your children.
Mhm.
So we'll definitely touch on that.
Yeah, before we move on, you guys are getting love from Luis Zarate.
Hell yeah.
Say,
Mhm.
familia, si se pudo. And then we got Benjamin saying, hey,
Uh-huh.
we got Ricardo.
Pinche
Ricardo
Richie,
González.
güey.
Esos son mis
Oh.
primos, son mi familia. Saludos desde Monterrey, México.
Monterrey, Nueva León.
We've just gone international.
I know. We got Casey saying
Nice.
100.
Bro,
Bro.
My cousins are actually coming down tomorrow. So my dad, Richie's my cousin, right? His younger brother's coming tomorrow. My tio's coming tomorrow. Bro, they're nothing but love, man.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's dope.
you need to meet them one day. They own like a master. They own a master barbershop where they
Mhm.
sell like beauty supplies. But
Yeah,
I connected with my tio like on a whole nother level because I've seen him when I was a kid, then a business owner because they don't come that often, right?
right.
Yeah.
And then they started seeing like what I'm doing, and me and my uncle just started talking like just business talk, you know.
Sure.
And he's like, "Man, mijo, you've grown up so much." Like, and so now it's like I go over there and they treat me like closer than
Absolutely.
most other families that you never see ever in years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
That's
love them,
dope.
bro.
That's
Love them.
dope, man. Thank you guys for tuning in
Mhm.
and chiming in too. Appreciate
Mhm.
you guys. So we got actually before we continue, we're gonna do a quick commercial. We gotta shout out one more. We gotta shout out one more sponsor, and then we're gonna get into a few more things. So, you ready, B?
Go for it, Danny.
All right. Rum, 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 baby. That's my sound effects. Guys. Grassdoor. Grassdoor is one of the largest cannabis delivery services here in California. Have your cannabis experience delivered right to your door within 45 minutes. As a listener to the show or a viewer to the show, if you guys go ahead and visit grassdoor.com, go ahead and use promo code SEDConnects at checkout to receive 20% off your first 3 deliveries. Again, use promo code SEDConnects, CED Connects at checkout, and you'll receive 20% off your first 3 deliveries. So make sure you guys go ahead and use that service. Do you guys have your grass products with Grassdoor?
Not yet.
Not yet. We're gonna make that happen.
Yep.
We definitely got to make that happen.
Mhm.
We'll definitely reach out to those buyers out there. Grassdoor buyers, we got to get La Familia in the building so that we can have their products delivered to our door as well, and then our listeners can also take advantage of that 20% off.
Mhm.
So we definitely gonna try to make that happen. But going back to the story, so where were you working before the brand, Albert?
Bro, let me take it back to so 14. My uncle opened a body shop, so I was working at the body shop. Couldn't sand for shit, so I was cleaning. I was master cleaner. So I was doing that in the weekends, and then freshman year in high school.
Oh, you're really taking it back.
Mhm.
bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been working forever,
All right.
Yeah.
but just to show the grind, I was dressing up as a Statue of Liberty, bro, holding signs at 15 years old,
Okay.
like on the corner,
Yeah.
like for real, for real. The homies would come after school, like, yeah, like just crazy. After that, got into security, and then joined the military. Went to basic training and all that. When I came back, everybody was dabbing, and all the homies working at the shop, and started driving there with Edgar. And one day we couldn't open because there was no security there, and I was like, "Yo, I got my guard card." They're like, "No fucking security guard right there."
There you go.
Just like that, I became a secretary, bro. You know how that goes. Like, I started checking people in,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's when we were working at the shop in OC, and the owners of that store actually had their own brand, and they were booming. Like when there was 1,000, back when there was 1,000 stores, they
Yeah.
were in 1,000 stores. Fast forward, they ended up like pretty much is like back in the day where you can't hire people on Indeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna do that. So you're just reaching people through the people that you know and the people that they know, and that's kind of how you're hiring.
Yeah.
They ended up shifting like all their employment to their facility because it's like popping. And I was like, yo, I can't do that. Like I got school and I'm in the military. Like I got that too. Fast forward 2015, I go on deployment. And then I come back 2016, like 2 days later, I'm chopping it up with Edgar, and in that moment, that's when we decide to start our company.
Just like out of the whim, like
No,
Well, no.
fuck
So,
no.
so,
Okay.
so while he was on deployment, right? I
Yeah.
again, I was like, I moved up to that position where I was next to the owners.
okay,
Owners loved my work ethic that I had.
sure,
So they started taking me across the country to like different. Again, they were like revolutionary on branding, right? Nobody was branding like them. People were still bringing edibles into stores with like Ziploc bags, things stapled onto them with a little brand. You know, the
Remember
little
Tricom
card.
treats?
Tricom
That
treat,
was like
yeah.
the biggest brand back
Yeah.
then, bro.
And they were
Like,
good too, man.
they were not bad. They were.
Yeah, they were good. But you know that's I you know I did what I wanted to do when I found out I was having a kid. When I started seeing what the movement was for cannabis, I was like, hell yeah, let's do more things. So I started traveling the country with them, started doing trade shows.
okay,
So they were out there to connect, make network with people. I was there to like run the little booth for them, but I was
Okay.
alone because I was just the only one, right?
Yeah.
So I would run the booth for them, and I would meet people, and I would network with people as well. So I started just opening my eyes to like where the industry's going, bro. It was fucking huge.
and this was 2015. You said
Around
right?
there,
that was
right?
before. That was before.
A little
Oh,
before
was
that.
it?
So that's probably like 2013 through
Okay.
2015
Mhm.
or 16.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, yeah, man. I like, again, I was like, I was for the cannabis industry, but I was also for the money still because
Right.
I wanted to learn. I want to learn more and grow more and make more money too. So I was like working one day and I seen the sales guy and he comes in. He's like, "Bro, I just closed this $25,000 sale. I could make 5,000 on commission." I was like, "What? Like, I don't make that at all." And I think I work harder than any of these, And so I'm just like, "Yo, I know I could do sales. I'm talking all day long in these trade shows. Let me do some sales for you guys." And they're like, "Nah, you're good where you're at. Like, run the facility." I had employees under me, like, and I'm like, I could train somebody to do this shit.
Right.
Let me go make some more money. Let me make some more connects. Like, and that was my opportunity to meet more people in the industry as well. Like, keep networking.
Yeah.
And so I got shut down, bro. Long story short, I was like, I couldn't. Then I went back to the facility, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. It was eating away at me, bro. That I couldn't grow or become more.
Sure.
So I like had this like weird panic attack, bro, where I felt like, what am I doing? I'm gonna waste my life here, and I'm only like fucking 20 or 21 or something like that, right? But I'm like, I'm gonna waste my life here. This is where I'm gonna get stuck. Like, hell no. So I just like one day to the next, I called them. I'm like, I quit. They're like, well, what do you mean you quit? I'm like, I'm done. Like, I just can't do it anymore. What about your check? I'm like, keep the check. I don't want it. Like,
Oh,
you know.
damn.
So I was like, I don't
Just
even
like
want. I
that.
don't want to
Yeah.
pay. I just wanted to like clean slate. That's how I've always been about things. I never really like chase.
Edgar's not one for competition. He's not one to hold grudges.
I
He's
don't
not
want
one-
want to, bro. I'd rather just like, oh, that's what you want. Okay, cool. Keep it. Let me go find better. You know what I mean? Like it's always worked out for
I
me
get
too,
that.
man.
I'm the same way too.
I don't know why, bro. But
I'm not.
yeah, this
you,
guy
you got.
No,
I mean,
I like to fight.
yeah, I can see
he
that.
likes to like just pick at things. I'd rather just like that's what you want. Go ahead, bro.
I mean,
That's-
it takes
that's
a
it.
balance, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
being an owner though, I can't be like that. So I've learned that was me back in the day.
Right.
Now like so then from there, that's when like I'm like unemployed. I left without no job, bro. Like I was
Yeah,
just like,
just
and I
like,
still
fuck
have a
it.
kid now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running through my savings. Me and my girl got getting in arguments. It was like falling apart, bro. But again, I was still happier than being somewhere I don't want to be at.
And then
So-
I come.
Yeah, so Albert comes back
Just
from
kidding.
deployment. Within like 2 days of him being back, we're at my house
On the
I'm-
couch.
drinking a bottle of whiskey, and he's just like, "So what's up? What are you gonna do now?" In that interim of me working, bro, and seeing all this, I had like seen. I was like, "Where are all the Latino products at?"
Yeah.
Like me growing up in East LA, bro, like everything was Latino.
Yeah.
Then when you go to fucking the city like Paramount, that's not that upscale at all. But we're
They
coming
call
from
it
the hood.
paisa mount, by the
Yeah,
way.
we come from the hood and we're just going to like a little like
Little
more
upscale,
upscale. And we're
yeah.
just like, and it's still like Latino stuff everywhere. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
where are they at? Where are they at in the industry? I'm like, I want to make an abuelita hot chocolate bar, right? Medicated. I tried making it, I failed, right? The thing just didn't even hold together or nothing. But that was my first attempt.
It was fudge.
Yeah, Albert came
Okay.
back. Albert came back, and then I was telling him my ideas because I couldn't do. I tried making it, couldn't make it. I told Albert the idea, fell in love.
Well, it was something like I always tell the story because I tell this story like every day, bro. I do staff trainings.
Got
So
you.
I always like to tell the story because
Yeah.
it gives them perspective and then they get to really know who we are. So it's just like
Absolutely.
I'm not smoking because I'm in the military. So we're drinking. And I'm like, Edgar, what are you gonna do? And he goes, I've been to Colorado, Oklahoma, New York, Florida, and I've never seen another company make products for the Latino community.
Yeah.
And when he said that, he didn't even invite me or anything like that. I was like, I am down. So just like that, bro. Ever since that day, bro, it's been work. Ever since that day.
Nonstop.
First order of business. Hey, what the fuck we gonna call this thing?
Yeah.
So we went to a bar because, well, we were 22 at the time, right?
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
young, but like trying to get like your creative juices flowing. It's a little bit like there's some sort of like timidness
Sure.
attached to it because it's like you're not used to this. You're not used to coming up with names or,
Right.
or stuff like that. So we would
It's
drink
all new
to
to
like
you
do it.
guys.
Yeah. And when you're tipsy, you don't give a hell what
Just
you're
start-
saying. You're just letting it out there.
Yeah.
And somebody came up with La Familia
It was Ivan and
because that same day,
George
his cousin
from Monterrey.
and his homie
Yeah.
from Mexico were visiting, and they weren't gonna go out really. And I was like, bro, he's visiting. Like, let's go to a bar or something.
Yeah.
So we went to a bar, and now we were all brainstorming with some real OG Mexicans, you know. And when we said La Familia, it was just like when you're coming up with stuff and you come up with what you're looking for, you just know. And we're just like, that's the name, bro.
That's
Like,
it.
we're gonna call it La Familia. And then it was like, cool, we got that. Like, what are we gonna make? And we didn't even know, bro. It was like, Edgar goes, I've always wanted to make chocolate. So
Willy Wonka over here.
Mhm.
so it took us like a week
To figure it
figure it out,
Yeah.
right? We got the flavors down, and then it was like, well, like, how are we gonna package this stuff, you know? And dude, like I look back and I was like, damn, I didn't know shit. But like we didn't even know where to find designers, you know?
Right.
And we did what every great entrepreneur does: just fucking do it yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's this website called Canva.
Okay.
It's super
Yeah.
easy to use.
Yep. I use it too. We
And
use
then
it
we
too.
went on Google and we found some Aztec images, you know. I don't know if they belong to anybody. And that was our first La Familia bar. So it was just two Aztec dudes talking about some shit like this. And then they were like the chocolate
Go
gods.
again. Show me again.
Like that, bro.
Yeah,
for
it
real.
was like that.
Not
Especially
even
for the
lying.
people you're watching us on
Not
YouTube.
even lying. And those were our bars. And like, that's what we did. And then before we know it, like, we got a table full of inventory, you know? And then it's like the next step, like, how do we sell this shit? I've never sold. I mean, selling weed like at school is different than like selling weed in the market, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, what's up, bro? Like, it's not like that.
And where were you guys making the product at?
Out of my house,
bro.
At your house.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same
it
house
was-
we were drinking at. I was living there alone, you know. So I had, again, I was going through it. Had some rough patches in my life, so I was starting from like ground zero.
Yeah.
And mind you, bro, while we're doing all this, while we're making these chocolates, we have jobs too. Like, so it was like after work we'd be working. So
Okay.
it was
So
like,
you ended up finding a job.
yeah, I was
Okay.
working. I was working at another edible place.
Gotcha.
Albert was working as security still? Or logistics?
No, I didn't have a job. So pretty much like when I came back from deployment, I didn't have to be nowhere for 3 months.
Mhm.
I had unemployment money coming in and it was maxed
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of savings, which helped to start the company. So I didn't really work in the beginning. I was going to school. Throughout the first 2 years of us starting this company, we didn't pay ourselves. Like we didn't get paid.
Sure.
Uh,
As like I think damn near every company that you get.
yeah,
started, right?
pretty much. I feel like I've heard a lot of stories, and it's like a lot of people have kind of like the same story, you know. But we didn't pay ourselves. Eventually, we had to get day jobs. You know, Edgar went to go work for another edible company, and I went to go do like logistics. And then it's coming to the point where like, yo, we're selling. Like, we can't continue to just put 4 or 5 hours. Is like,
Well, how was that first sale? Because I know that was a big that's a big milestone, right? To have your first sale, you just went from
Oh,
like making
yeah,
it to like
yeah,
having
yeah,
the
yeah.
shit on
It
the
was on
sales.
consignment.
bro, we didn't even get paid.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Oh, yeah, I
walk us
call
through
it-
that process. Walk us through that process.
Man. So we ended up going to this event on a Saturday. It was called like Trapathon or something like that.
Mhm.
Okay,
And then we had inventory on us. And we were like, yo, let's just go sell today. Like, let's go figure this out. And Edgar had more experience like in the industry. So I was like following his lead. And We go to a store, nobody there to talk to. Like, it's Saturday's the worst day that
Weekend,
you.
yeah.
Saturday's the
Yeah.
worst day. You're tripping. Like, it's full. Managers aren't really there.
Owner's definitely not there.
Owner's
Mhm.
definitely not there.
Yeah.
So like, we learned our lesson. We're like, we got to hit the streets on a Monday, But a lot of this was just learning, bro. Like, I didn't know how to talk to people about this product, like
Yeah.
Brian Tracy, Grant Cardone, like
Gary
these were
Vaynerchuk.
our teachers,
YouTube
like
scholars.
literally. So there was a lot of listening. Now like really sales is a process. Now we're like we've been doing this for 6 years now, so we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But the first sale was on consignment, bro. But I called Edgar and we're like, yeah,
We got this.
We made the
did
first
it.
sale.
We got this.
I'm like,
Uh,
how much do we make? They're like, nothing yet, bro. In about
Yeah.
a week, we'll collect.
We'll
I'm
come
like,
back.
collect.
And that guy always paid us.
Yeah.
He
Nice.
always paid us.
That's good.
And he was like right over, like maybe like 2 blocks away from my house. So it was like the first shop right down the street. Like it was kind of cool, So,
Yeah. So let everybody know. Go visit the shop.
Yeah.
Pick
Yeah,
up
go get our
pick
shit.
up that stash.
what was it called?
Absolutely.
Best Stop.
Best stop, best buds or best stop or something
Best
like
Bud.
that.
Okay, yeah, I got Best Buds here.
Yeah.
I know that you guys. I read somewhere where you guys said that the easiest and quickest way to get into this industry is through edibles. Can you explain that reason? Because you often hear negative stigmas or negative stories about edibles. So, anytime you think of edibles, it's normally paired with a bad experience.
Mhm.
How did you guys find a way to make edibles into a profitable and I guess an enjoyable experience for your consumers?
So I guess for me though, when you say like the easiest way to get into the industry is like you don't have to grow. You know what I mean? And growing costs there's a lot of upfront costs like on all your equipment.
Yeah.
A store too, like to dispense the stuff. You don't have to put your name on a lease or nothing. It's just, for me, I've been cooking my whole life. So I was like, all I gotta do is buy cannabis, make it into some product that I already know. I'm gonna get down in the kitchen. I already know I could do it.
Got
So
it.
that was like it
he
was
cooks.
easy.
I eat.
There you
so
go.
that was- so it was like-
that's the pair. That's the best pair ever.
So to come up with the product, it was easy to get. That was the easy part.
It's
of
like
bringing
low
that in.
barrier to entry.
But
yeah,
when we like to combat the whole like everybody having a bad experience with it, everybody does have a bad experience, but we're in Cali, bro. Like we are the mecca for like
people want
high
that bad
top-
experience, bro.
we've been people have been smoking here for like
Oh,
what?
man.
When do we become recreational here or like
2018.
no. Well, let me see. When were we medicinal then? That was 96, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So we got like there are over 20 years of people just blowing smoke and getting.
Sure.
I mean, we have a name for Cali. We're Cali Kush. We make Cali Kush here. So those high tolerances are here.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you started seeing those Corova bars at 1,000 milligrams, where people wanted those high. So yeah, people have a bad experience, but people wanted them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Now it's like people are getting into it after becoming legal, and they're just like, all right, let me try an edible, but they don't know that they're about to get slapped. So
Well, now
Yeah.
the regulations help us out a lot. Too,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
And
they
can
gotta-
you explain those regulations for listeners that
so
don't
pretty
know?
much like you 100 milligrams per package max, for rec, and like it can be no more than 10 milligrams per piece.
Okay.
So they're all dosed out now.
Yeah.
Back then you didn't even have to score nothing. We were operating in a market with no rules really.
Absolutely.
And that's what it is now. And now fast forward to now, it's like a lot more education behind it.
Yeah.
But with our products, we've always been like, our stuff needs to taste good. Like that's our number one
Yeah.
thing. And our stuff needs to look good and welcoming. Not like
Yeah.
scary weed plants all over it and shit like that.
Right.
You can't even really tell that looking at our products, you're not even gonna think like it's a weed product.
Yeah, no, for
Um,
sure. And I'm glad you brought that up because that was going to be my next point is, that one, like you guys have brought it up, like you guys touched on the Latino consumer.
Mhm.
And I love that you guys were able to bring that because now you guys created flavors that are nowhere in the market. Or they're starting to pop up,
Mhm.
but you guys were, I guess, essentially the first ones to have
the first Mexican
flavors.
cannabis company, period.
That's it. And so, your flavors speak to the community, right? You have like the mazapan,
Mhm.
you have horchata, you have fresa con crema, You have hot the abuelita hot
Horchata, bro.
chocolate,
Like the horchata beverage is
Cajeta.
like,
cajeta,
yeah.
and so and then even in the packaging, like you even touched on packaging, um, like with the chocolate bars. I love how you guys have the branding, the La Familia on
Mhm.
each piece,
Mhm.
and you guys like are paying attention to those small details that like are similar to like those brands that are already out there, like the Hershey's
Mhm.
or the Kit Kats, where it's
Whoa.
the now you guys are looking into branding,
Mhm.
and so I really appreciate like those small little things that you guys are definitely touching on within your branding, and then pairing that with the community and the community that you're serving
Mhm.
by providing those flavors that
Experience.
that experience that we've all grown up to love.
Mhm.
And we touched on this last week, Edgar, when we
Mhm.
went to go visit to your facility, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to definitely give you guys your flowers on, you know, on I see it and I appreciate all of the work and detail that you guys have put into your products.
Thank you, bro.
So
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I think a lot of times, like, we're just so used to in our communities that, like, oh, that will pass. Like, people will be fine. But the reality is that, La Familia stepping up their game. Like, step up the game because I see the product and I'm just like, damn, if any shop or any store could carry this, like, this is a high end brand.
Mhm.
Like, there's a lot of detail to it. And props to you guys. It's a beautiful product. Like,
Thank
I,
you.
I I love it. And not even that, like, on dosing. Like, it's my thing. Definitely the 10. Like, I love how you can control and everything what you're
Mm.
consuming, but
Mhm.
props to you guys.
Thank you.
And that attention to detail for like not wanting to have a Bob Marley right in the front smoking a J of your product.
Yeah.
Like that came from the experience that I had with working with that company that was taking me across the country. Because he was like next level. He was trying to brand it so it wouldn't look like that, like Cheech and Chong stuff. You know what I mean? Because that's what our parents hate about it. You know what I mean? We wanted to make it look nice.
Yeah.
So
But
props to Albert too, because
I-
that's a lot of his work right there, man.
to even take it back, bro. Like this nice looking brand wasn't always what it is now.
Yeah.
You know how many people told us no, like nah, you guys don't even look like up to par. Like we don't want to carry you guys in our store. Like you guys look like you guys make this in the house, bro.
We are.
We do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
So
mean-
like coming from all that is like you could either let your ego get on the way and say fuck them, or you can hop on the saddle and fix it. Like if more than like 10 people are telling you no, bro, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
You know? So like at this time, I don't know how we managed. A lot of it was more like the product was good. And we got in a bunch of stores. And it's like we're blowing up now. And we're using somebody's image, I think. So one time we're already thinking like we need to change this up.
Yeah.
And there's this cafe where we're from, Paramount. It's called Horchateria, and they have
Okay.
like horchata frappes, like churro sundaes, like
Yeah.
bomb ass shit like that, like
Yeah.
Mexican American stuff. And there's these nice ass murals on the walls. And Edgar
Yeah.
goes, "I know the girl that did that."
You know,
She-
artists they sign on the bottom and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
Funny story. Her husband used to work at the shop with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's all coming full circle.
Yeah,
now.
bro, it's crazy like how small
Yeah.
the world is. So we hit her up, we're talking, she sends us her portfolio, and we start telling her like what we're doing, and she's like in love with it. She's like, "You guys know I'm a Latina artist. Like, not only am I Latina and I'm an artist, but Latin art is what I do."
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, like,
Yeah.
it's so meant to be, bro. And she's the one who helped us design this. Her name is Miriam Bricio. She's from Paramount, California as well.
Shout out to Miriam.
Shout out to Miriam. Yes,
She's dope.
she's a pleasure to work with, bro.
Mhm.
But yeah, all our flavors on our chocolates, they're color coded. The names are in Spanish, so if you don't really understand the name, at least you know what color it was.
Right.
There
you go.
They're like
That's dope.
they have
Blue one.
like
I like the blue one.
they have like their own geometric shapes meant to like encompass our culture, and you just open it like in a very unique way. It's not like a top open, it's like a flap that opens up.
Yeah.
There's a diagram of our chocolate bar, and then there's a quote by a Latin influencer, which is that cherry on top. I don't know any quotes. I know one. Si se puede, Cesar Chavez. That's on our horchata bar. But yeah, we took those same designs, and then Edgar was working for another brand who used to make like Krispies and cookies and stuff like that. And we saw an opportunity in the market to come out with our own, not to step on anybody's toes, but to stay in the same category that we're in. And that's when we came out with our Churro Crispy,
The Fresas
which is
Crispy.
our number one top selling product.
That is bomb too. I had some over the weekend and
The churro?
Woo!
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
it was so good.
Bro.
It was supposed to be drizzled with chocolate on top. That was like the original idea, but I kept getting like good feedback and on just the sugar coating itself.
Yeah.
So it took off with that.
Nice.
Like a
Strawberry
regular churro.
Strawberry crispy is my favorite. If I could describe the way it tastes like a strawberry funnel cake. That cookies and cream crispy just dropped like 2 months ago. It's already
Mhm.
competing for our number 2 spot, right behind churros. Our abuelita hot chocolate cookie, and then that was it. That was La Familia. That was our first brand. But since the get-go, we really wanted to release like a beverage brand, like
Yeah.
aguas frescas. That's always been like our main thing. Like, dude, imagine if we could do that. Like, imagine if we could make horchata with weed. You know how many times we've been high and just been drinking an horchata and just been like, imagine if there was some fucking weed in this shit.
Yeah, you guys made that happen.
We made that happen, bro.
Yeah.
At first we figured out how to make it with this powder that would bind the oil molecules with the water molecules. Now we're doing nano emulsions, and that's like a whole nother level,
And who handles all of those formulations?
So
and
formulations-
science and
Edgar does like the formulas, right?
yeah,
And then he comes to me, he's like, yo, this shit tastes good. This shit tastes good. I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, it doesn't taste good. Fix it.
Bro, I've had him spit things out like when he spits it out, I'm already walking out the door. Like,
So pretty
gotta
much
go back
I
to the- gotta
taste
go back to
approve
the-
him. He does the formulations and I like do the branding.
okay.
Mhm.
We hold on. We got Luis that said if the edibles don't make my soul leave my body, I don't want it.
That's right. Mhm.
Lotus is asking, bro, where can I get these?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll definitely share all of the shops that you guys are at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys want to find our stuff, just go on Weed Maps, search product of Los Angeles, and then it's gonna show you all the retailers near you that carry our stuff.
Yeah, we got Guillermo. I'm curious to see what's up with the beverages. Horchata sounds bomb right now.
It is, bro.
Yo,
It
Guillermo,
is.
shout out to Guillermo. That's my boy right there,
Mhm.
Stizzy.
Oh, that's right.
And so yeah, he's part of Stizzy. So and we were talking a few weeks ago about this, and so he's definitely excited to hear more about you guys and the different products, and we'll get into that. But before we get into a little more, I got a little game that I want to get in with you guys.
Oh,
Is would you
shit.
rather? Would you rather? All right,
Okay.
this is for both of y'all. So, would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page, or bite your tongue every time you eat?
Paper cut.
Mhm.
Paper cut.
Bro, biting the tongue hurt. I was asleep one time and I bit my tongue. That was like 2 weeks ago.
And you sound like a little mencito after, you're just like can't even
That
talk.
That
You're just
shit
like,
hurts.
All right. Menudo or pozole?
Menudo.
menudo.
Menudo all day.
But yeah, nice.
We used to drink a lot, bro. So
Brother, my
menudo
brother
on the
right
cruda,
here.
we come in the next day, we're looking for menudo, bro.
Mhm.
Oh man, this is like the dating game. Let's see if the guys they put up the same answer and shit. All right. Let's see. Forget your partner's birthday every year, or forget your anniversary every year.
Oh, damn, bro. My girl, she loves her birthday. Shout out you, baby girl. And it's just the worst because it's like it's on New Year's.
Oh, so you
Eve.
can't forget. Kind
I mean, you can't forget, but also like everybody's got something
everyone's
to do.
doing
Yeah.
something.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we always got to plan it before. But I can't forget her birthday. No.
Yeah. And what about you, Edgar?
I always remember her birthday, so I would want to forget it. Because I always forget the anniversary. So I'd like to go switch it around now. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader.
How about look like Yoda?
I can see that's already an inside joke.
I'd rather breathe like Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying?
I already breathe like Darth Vader.
I feel
anyways,
like
too.
I do too. As I was looking up these different questions, I was like, there's times where I feel like I'm already breathing hard
For
into the
real,
mic, and
bro.
I'm just like, and everyone can just hear me. It's insane. Be invisible or be able to fly.
Fly.
Nah, I mean, why am I gonna be invisible? Freaking get right
rather
now,
fly.
lady. Yeah, fly.
Fly. All right.
Fly.
Eat chapulines or eat escargot.
What are those?
Chapulines are the
The
Escargot is a
crickets.
snail.
escargot's a snail. Chapulines are crickets.
I already had chapulines.
I'd rather have a cricket.
Cricket all
Yeah.
day.
Oh,
But well, I've had in caldo de marisco. They have snail in there too, no?
Yeah.
Sea snail.
Some
I already
do.
tried both.
You've already had it?
Chapulines.
he's a
I guess.
foodie. He's a foodie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a chef.
He'll
right?
try anything once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Chapulines, though, they're good.
Last one. Since both of you guys have kids, right?
Hmm.
Would you guys rather have your kids ask you for products, or would you find out that they're smoking some whack ass shit?
Oh
rather give it to
boy,
them.
I'll mess you up.
Yeah.
Better ask me for some shit.
Mhm.
You better.
And if he has good shit, I'll probably take it away from him.
Mhm.
Let me smell
Better
that
break
shit.
me
Let me
off.
try
Yeah,
that real
like
The
quick.
parent tax, my boy.
Let me try that real quick. Got a question there. Are your products only in California
Yes, for right now.
right now? Are we
Mhm.
looking? Are we looking in the future to go somewhere else?
There's opportunities in New York,
Things have already popped
Arizona, Michigan, but there's still a lot more work to do right here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you start spreading yourself, bro, it's like you start seeing the lag on other portions of your company.
Yeah.
And that's what we started. I mean, because Albert wants to like go like this sometimes with new products and
because he's a sales guy.
yeah,
Right. That's what happens with
But half
sales.
the time
Like,
I'm like, bro,
let's
we
go,
need,
let's
we
go,
need
let's
to
go.
we need to attack this and dominate this, and until we're like the ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we made a good platform for ourselves, but we still got a lot of work.
There's
to
a
do
lot of
still.
work to be
Yeah.
done.
Absolutely.
As partners, like, is that a constant struggle? Like where you're like, nah,
I
I, want to
mean,
go, and you were like, hey, let's slow down.
Because you're the systems guy. You're
Mhm.
Edgar. You're the systems guy. You make sure that everything is on point.
Yeah,
Right?
so that's one thing I always tell them too, because like this gummy launch, you know, we just did this gummy launch right now, and I was like, bro, I have no machines backing us up for this. Like, this is like where I'm gonna handle this. I work 24-hour shifts for a week straight when we launch this thing, just because I'm gonna make it happen. But I'm like, next time we need to, you know, make the systems, put the machines into play, then we launch
Yeah.
comfortably. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think sometimes, like, dude, like for me, like the way I look at it is like, yo, we say we're gonna do it. We said we're gonna do it this day.
Let's do
You're
it.
fucking ready or not? You better, like,
Mhm.
yo, look. If you start, if you're somebody that wants to start some shit, don't wait till everything's perfect, bro. That moment's never gonna come. That moment's never gonna come. Like, just do it.
I could see that. I could see your point, but also working in like, myself working with brands as well. Like I could see how it can be bad for business in a sense when you don't roll out appropriately, because then the shops are gonna want you for this product and now you can't produce, and it just then becomes this whole
That's
shit
not a
show.
bad problem. I mean, it's a problem.
I mean, yeah,
it's not the worst problem.
Thing is, I would, it's gonna happen though, especially just how the company got started. We were working crazy ass hours like that back in the day when it was just me and him. I'd see my mom leave to work, come back, and she'd leave to work, and I'm still working, like no sleep. So we did whatever it took to push the products out.
Yeah.
So yeah, the systems weren't in place fully, but I was gonna make it happen. There
Okay.
wasn't gonna be no like, sometimes I will wake up to a text message like, bro, I don't know how I survived that shit, but I did it,
Yeah.
but that's what it takes, man. You got to
Yeah.
do it. You got to keep
Mhm.
pushing.
How do you guys feel about your success at the moment?
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
Not enough. There's
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near where I want to be, dude.
Hungry.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. And
Beautiful.
where do you want to be?
Shit on a beach somewhere, like.
Nah.
But for real, bro, it's like,
Oh yeah.
I just want to be more financially stable with like everybody around me too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did it. We do this for our family already, and for like, yeah, we're doing good as a brand, but I'd like to be more financially stable.
we're not backed by anybody, bro. Like,
Mhm.
we started this on our own, and we're still on our own. Like,
We want to make another move, we save up for it, and then we do it.
you know
So
what I
you
mean?
guys have no investors, no investment money. This is all
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
That's dope.
That's
Shout
dope.
out to you
That's
guys.
that's beautiful.
Sh-
I mean, we
can
have
we give him
partners.
can we give him a round of applause for that?
Yeah, we have two other partners that pushed us to a whole nother
Mhm.
level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they help out a lot.
Shout out
But,
Andrew. Shout out Bill.
Mhm.
Man, we love you guys. They come from the ambulance industry.
Okay.
We met them back in 2018, I believe 2018,
Mhm.
right? We partnered up with them, and they've helped us scale our company. You know, I mean,
Knowledge-
we've learned a lot from them.
Knowledge
Yeah.
is a
Mhm.
lot, bro.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
You know, so they teach us every day. They still to this day, you know,
Mhm.
they've seen how much we've grown, but you know, sometimes we keep our mouth shut because we know they're not steering us in the wrong direction.
Right.
They're in it with us too.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
That's dope, man. That's dope that you guys have
Mhm.
that support and that backing.
Oh, for sure.
Mentors for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Those guys teach us a lot.
Aside from sweets, have you guys thought of rolling out any savory meals?
No.
As in what, like
Like just like your
Some-
regular plate, like you
Entrees.
know, your
I mean, I know how
entrees
to
and
do it.
arroz and, you know.
I know how to do it, and I've done it at home, but not for like selling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think what is there even restaurants right now that do that?
Not yet.
Yeah,
No,
I
not
think there's
yet.
like I think that's still behind, but that would be dope. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember one time when I went to Colorado, I saw, you know, where they serve the horchatas, they have like the fountain or whatever, and
Right,
you
right.
dispense it.
Yeah.
I saw one with Kool-Aid in it, and they were medicated, so that was pretty cool. So I mean,
Okay.
there's like different
There's
things that
opportunities out there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Has any idea that you guys pushed out, like you guys were like, cool, we're gonna run with this, and then flopped?
Adios.
Oh yeah, fuck. So way back when we wanted to come out with our own
Okay.
vape pen, right?
Okay.
And we did it like in terms of the look, it was great. It's like like, bro, we always want to be different. Like,
Sure.
we hate just like being that next gummy brand that's coated in sugar. That next,
Mm.
Right.
like, you know, like we're just like not into that type of stuff. So when it came to like vape pens, we wanted to be a little bit different. So the hardware was like this metal piece, and it was like engraved or grained. Yeah, and like
Okay.
Alright.
you know how like the little bullet tip.
Yeah.
Um,
What was it? Like a
it's 5
rechargeable?
Yeah, it's
or
510
was-
thread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we hit up China, and we're not working with C-Cell, which is the worst thing that we could have done because they have like
There is only one technology you
Oh.
could use, and that's C-Cell. C-Cell is the one you go with.
they have
Um,
like a 0.000001 failure rate. That's like nothing, you know. And we ended up getting samples from the Chinese manufacturer, and everything was cool. And then when we get everything, it's like, fuck, bro, these are not even 1 gram cards. They're like 1.5 gram cards. Not only that, we fill them all up, and you know, you got to flip them upside down. I don't know why. You just get like air pockets or some shit. I don't
Right.
know why.
Yeah.
And we come back the next day, and they all leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like instantly, we lost 50K. Like I've never felt like my heart go to my stomach, and it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you know so we had to give up on the 1 grammers too, right? Because
I think
'Cause they
like
were
the
the-
half grams we got were like 0.9 of a gram.
yeah, so then and
Yeah,
then like the
bro.
ones that came in at 1.5, all that packaging went to waste too. So it was like
Packaging, we still got packaging.
yeah,
just
we
like
Just-
we
just
got
laying
got
around.
pallets of it.
yeah, bro, we still got hardware. Like, so I mean, that was a flop. You know, we got into something that we didn't really know about, but
Right.
shit, there's a $50,000 lesson right there.
Absolutely.
Like-
and without
Stay in your lane.
without the
Mhm.
backing, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like it was really hard
Big
hit for
hit.
us.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean, we put our heart and soul into everything we do, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we do our very best to make sure everything goes right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With the holidays coming around, do you guys have a holiday menu maybe coming out? Do you guys have flavors like pan con pavo, champurrado, tamal coming
wish.
out?
Pan con
Like,
pollo.
dude, like when you're, yeah, especially like right now, bro. Like, let's take a look at the climate. Like, sales have dropped. Like, sales have dropped. You know, like these taxes are getting hefty. These stores are lagging to pay us. Like, it's tough to like, you know, have that be who we are and like do that. Like,
Yeah.
right now in the market that we're in, it's competitive as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah.
On a plus side though, we did drop 11 new products this
Oh
year.
yeah. So we have a cookies collab, right? That just came out. It's exclusive to cookie stores.
Yeah.
It was a collaboration with cookies and Agua de Flor and lemonade
lemonade.
and Agua de Flor and
And now the float is your
that's our beverage line.
that's your beverage line.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Agua Fresca beverage line.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we dropped cereal milk with them, berry pie, Medellin, and
Lychee.
lychee, which is my favorite drink from them.
Yeah.
And so far it's doing well. But yeah, Agua de Flor is our beverage brand. 6 flavors: horchata, fresa, piña, sandía, mango, and limonada pepino.
Okay.
It's a pretty unique bottle. It looks like Voss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That top comes off, serves as a dosing cup.
hmm
But yeah,
And how long does it take you guys to roll out like an exclusive menu, like with cookies?
1 year,
That took us a year, yeah.
a little bit over a year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they hit us up. They're like, "Yo, we love what you guys are doing. You guys are doing numbers at our stores. We want to see how we can collaborate with you guys." And we're like, "Let me check my schedule."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
think we're good.
because I'm like on my computer most of the day, so I like saw the email come in. I was like, I'm not gonna respond right now, But
Yeah, gotta make them think I'm busy.
nah, yeah, bro. We met with them, like, working with them. We learned a lot. Like, dude, like the caliber of people they got working with them, bro. You're talking about like Harvard graduates, Stanford graduates, like,
Yeah.
bro, just like
And they got a lot going on too.
Mhm.
people that come, like they got people that worked for like all these like Coke, Red Bull, like all these big companies, like
Yeah.
that's cookies, like it's crazy. We learned so much from them. Like our product rollout, like our systems changed after
Mhm.
working with them.
How so?
I mean, just like the thought that
The thought
There's,
process behind
like,
it. Yeah.
deep thought, like intensive. They think about everything and anything that can go wrong.
Mm.
So just like that,
Yeah.
just like the perspective that you have on that, like come at it right and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been cool.
Do you guys have any other collabs down the pipeline that's similar to like with cookies?
A pre-roll line, I think, is coming out too, right?
That one might be on hold. So we had a pre-roll line that's gonna be on hold. A few other brands hit us up. They want to collab after they saw the cookies collab. But
Yeah.
right now we're pretty much like pushing to capacity on our
Mhm.
production.
Yeah.
We want to get everything locked down. We're still expanding. Like we've been expanding there since we got there, bro. Like
Yeah.
we moved in
Yeah.
what? Not even a year
Like
ago, right?
a year ago today.
Okay.
A year ago
Oh,
today.
We started building
Happy
out last year.
birthday.
No,
No.
not today, but like this month.
Okay.
This month we started
Cool.
building out there. I think the day I met you guys, when you guys came to walk,
Yeah.
I got a notification on Snapchat like 1 year from today,
Oh,
and it was
nice.
us
Wow.
like building, like tearing shit down, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
And that was a beautiful facility that they have, that you guys
Thank you,
have.
bro.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make it bigger. You saw the distro
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
The manufacturing is gonna get bigger too, because now that Agua de Flor was just the drinks, right? But now it expanded to gummies. So one side of the whole facility is just Agua de Flor. I don't,
Right.
I told my employees I don't want to see anything else over here, because a lot of times we were crossing over each other. Just it's just manufacturing headaches.
Sure.
But now I'm sectioning everything off. That's one thing that I learned from cookies. Everything has its division, and everything needs its own time. And you need to cater to it, and don't mess it up. Don't start doing other things, because that's when mishaps
Yeah.
can happen. You know what I mean? So then the La Familia line, it's big already. It has its bakables and all that stuff. And then the manufacturing space that we're gonna take over is just gonna be for like packaging. So
Okay.
all that stuff is just expansion,
Yeah.
and it's gonna make everything a lot more streamlined.
Yeah.
Again, every day I'm going in there to see how I can make it faster, how I can make products efficiently as well.
Yeah.
And set these standards for us to be more successful.
And I love that you guys are even just looking into the future by having like automated systems as
Mhm.
well, which is definitely a game changer in this
Mhm.
industry.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I mean, labor is like top 3 expenses for us right now.
Mhm.
It's like it's a bunch, bro. It's a
Yeah.
bunch.
We got to try to see about Guillermo hooking you guys up and getting a Stizzy collab or something. And Guillermo, what's up?
Yo,
We'll
what
make
up,
this happen.
bro? I it's crazy because sometimes like I think about like Stizzy, right? And like I look at their brand and dude, they done such a good job. We used to own a delivery service where back then they were naked THC, and then they're like, my rep came through with some stizzy, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? That shit ain't gonna sell." You know, he's like, "Bro, just try it. Just put it on your menu." Boom. Next day, oh man, fucking flooded with orders, and just to see them come like,
and they're everywhere too.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
It's like they're opening up a shop every week.
oh, bro, they got like 20 stores. Like,
Yeah.
not even playing, but like, just even like looking at their branding. Like, if we could do a collab with them, I would.
Let's put it out there.
Yeah, put it out there in the universe, because I was
There
thinking
you go,
like,
Guillermo, for
you,
sure.
you know, they put like the 3 eyes. They put the 3 eyes on like
He's
all their
been thinking
products. So
about it,
like,
bro.
they have like
can see.
they have the bit.
it's good.
You know, they have the lit. They have the what else?
That's Guillermo right there. I'm in Paramount all the time.
Hey, what
There
up?
you
Pull
go.
up, bro. Pull up.
Let's get some Chavez, bro.
So I was like, Stizzy, what up with
Carne
that drip? You know, let's do that drip.
There you go.
But yeah, man, we can't do it now. Maybe like mid-year next year.
Mhm.
But all these things take time to roll out. So, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got Sheila. Sheila. Hey, mom.
Yeah, that's my mama right there.
We got saying, you know, she loved the product in Miami. And then we got that's what I'm talking about. And then we got some celebration from Sheila over here. And then Lotus, it's finding a happy medium between both of those perspectives.
Mm.
Yeah.
There
So,
you go.
My boy Pelon.
He's there. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Pelon.
What advice would you tell someone that's looking to get into this industry and to even just if they're having thoughts about wanting to start their own products?
Hmm.
I wouldn't want to discourage. You know, the game is tough, but again, like how I was when I was lost and wanting to do something, just go for it, man.
I think
that
my bad.
that's,
Go ahead. Go
that's
ahead,
helped
go ahead.
me. Just this business has helped. It adds more stress and it has me busy, but I'm like happy. I'm never looking back. Like I never should have done it. Like
Yeah.
if somebody wants to get into this industry or just end in business in general, do it. You know, the game it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be an easy road at all, but do it 100%.
I would say proceed with caution.
Okay.
Like, you know, we were blessed to start in 2016. He looked at me right in the eyes. He shook me. He said, "We only got 2 years." He said, "We got 2 years."
Before legalization.
Visualization, yeah.
And you know, we had that backing of like being in stores. Like people already know our products. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have that luxury right now. You know, you're gonna come in. I mean, if you're talking about California, dude, you're gonna come in and you're gonna be competing with the biggest brands to get on these shelves.
Right.
There's limited shelf space, my boy. There's
Yeah.
limited consumers. People have less money to spend, like less disposable income, no more ADD checks. You know, people don't want to work no more. Like this is what you're gonna come into right now. Like be prepared to give a shop your product and not get paid till 45, 60 days later. Like that's what you're gonna be looking at. If you got the money, by all means, you know, by all means. If this is something you're passionate about and you want to do, by all means, like. But if this is something like you're on the edge, you don't know, like,
Yeah,
it is
Jump in head first, bro. For sure.
easy. It's not easy.
You
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. And understand the market too, right? Like you said, not a lot of people know that part about the market. You know,
Yeah.
people will assume like, oh, you're gonna get paid the moment you make that delivery, but not a lot of people know that most, if not all, big clients are paying
Mhm.
on terms.
Oh yeah, for
right?
sure.
A lot of them.
Yeah, and then like, guess what? Like now you got to get a cannabis bank account for the most part. Like you're gonna be paying at least 2 racks a month just for that bank account.
Yeah.
You know, like it it's crazy, man.
Yeah. No, for
Mhm.
sure. Canna parents. You guys talk to your children about cannabis and what is that? Well, first, how old are your kids now?
My son is 8 now. He's gonna
Okay.
be 9 this upcoming year.
Gonna
so-
be 9.
My son's 4.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you guys know, but no, you guys don't know.
I don't know.
His girl is my girl's cousin.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
my son's he's Theo.
My son
Okay.
is his
Yeah,
I'm-
so you guys
I'm
are
Theo
family.
too,
Yeah, yeah,
Now you're family.
pretty much.
They're
La
familia.
familia. La familia.
La familia.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my son's 8.
Okay.
Do I talk to him about cannabis? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I have to, bro, because a lot of times I do you know, the formulations on these products, virgin, obviously I make them at home
Okay.
because that's when I leave the facility. I don't want to bug any of my employees or take any of their space up. Space can be limited sometimes.
Sure.
So I go home
Yeah.
I take all my R&D stuff, and I'm like cooking right there, you know, making some gummies or making some Rice Krispie treats. And my son's always like, "Papi, ¿qué haces?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm working." He's like, "You're making chocolate. How are you working?" Like for him, it's like,
Right.
"What? Like you're making candy?" Like
Yeah.
So
Can
he's
I
just
have
like,
some?
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, like, and he's like one of my testers too. So he'll
Okay.
tell me like, yeah, that sucks. You know what I mean? Or that's good. And he's like mind blown that I'm making confectionery stuff, you know, for a living. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The cannabis portion of it, yeah, I tell him that it's like cerveza. It's kind of hard to explain to him because I'm not a big smoker, so he doesn't see me blaze up every day.
Sure.
Like if I smoke, it's probably when he's like at his uncle's house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's to go to sleep. So he doesn't really know what weed is, but I'll tell him cannabis is like cerveza. Like you're not allowed to do it till you're 21. It is what's inside the products that you can have, because you know that's what we sell, whatever. So you got to stay away from it. I don't keep any of that stuff at home, anyways. But you know, still, whenever he sees me bring it in, he's like, "Oh, so this is your product." Now, like, so we have like a hub where it's like office space,
Sure.
where all those pallets of fucking adios is sitting at and shit. You know,
Yeah.
the shit that we're not using. And I bring him in there, and he's just like, he'll see like because Albert's girl Tanya, she works in the office with us, and she'll be
Okay.
taking a break. He's like, "Why is my dear Tanya taking a long break?" And I'm all like, "Bro, relax, like chill." He's like, "Why is she on her phone?" I'm all like,
She's
"Relax,
already
bro.
trying
Like
to
she's on her
manage.
break." Yeah. So
Yeah, okay,
so
you got
he-
that managerial.
so I show him a little bit of like the business portion of it, and he's
Yeah.
like, he's getting it, you know. But cannabis itself, yeah, I haven't really explained to him, you know, that it's a plant you smoke. It helps people, you know. Some people get high off of it. I haven't gotten into detail with him. He's only
Okay.
8, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he knows I make products with cerveza in them.
With cerveza.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, cerveza is kind of the thing that all Latinos grow up with. So
Yeah.
it's always in the
Okay.
household.
My son is 4, so every time like I go out because I'm like I like microdose when I smoke.
Yeah.
So like I can't smoke a whole ass joint by myself. I just can't,
Yeah.
bro. I just can't. Like I'll go outside, I'll take like 2-3 puffs, and then when I feel it coming down, I go back outside, take 2-3 puffs. But AJ always be trying to come out, be like, stay inside. So that's
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, he knows like, you know, like that's not something that he should be doing.
Yeah.
He doesn't ask any questions for sure. He like there's some things that my son just kind of like knows. Like, all right, he 0 questions asked.
Right.
He knows that Papi's stizzy. Like he ain't touching
That's
it.
it.
He
Yeah.
ain't touching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's as far as it goes.
Okay. And what about as they grow? As maybe even this is closer with you, Edgar, since you're getting closer to that age.
Mhm.
Because I mean, even thinking back on your own experience,
Mhm.
like when was the first time that you were exposed to cannabis growing up?
I mean, when I got exposed to cannabis, I was like 5th grade, 6th grade, bro. I just
So,
remember
so
seeing,
that was around the same age as your child
well,
now, right?
my son's 2nd grade, so I was like,
Oh,
he
second.
Said, that's
Okay.
like 3 more years, but yeah, I still
Gotcha.
remember my cousins blazing up, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "We're smoking. You want some?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." You know what I mean? So it was always around though, you know.
Sure.
Weed was always fucking around.
Yeah.
Moving forward, like with my son, I'm definitely gonna teach him the business portion of it. I want to show him how like where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
We all see how alcohol was prohibited 100 years ago, right? Where's it at now? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Me showing my son is it's a definite yes. I'm gonna show him what's up. I'm gonna show him how to operate a business, how it's not just how it's not something that you just have fun with, how you can, you know, monetize off of it as well and
Yeah.
make your, you know, your lifestyle with it, or make some kind of living with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show my son for sure.
That's dope.
100%.
Same with you.
Yeah, same, of course. I mean, just growing up with like parents not letting me do shit. Like, I look at things differently now. Like, I would rather have him smoke here. Like, I'd rather have him.
So
drink-
16-year-old. What's
Oh,
your son's
well,
name? What's your-
AJ.
AJ. So
AJ.
16 AJ. If he comes home with the bag and he's like, "Dad, I'm gonna slide up," you're gonna be okay with it?
I mean, don't smoke the whole bag, bro. How much you gonna smoke? Like, cool. Like, I'm not tripping, bro. Cause look, so my first experience with cannabis, we used to live in the condos back where my mom lost that house, and my cousins came over. It's me, my cousin, my brother, and we're in the jacuzzi,
Yeah.
and he had like some AZ, and we packed the bowl and the apple, and I don't know why I got greens, so I go to light the apple like this, right, and the lighter burns the shit out of me, so I just go ah, and like everything falls in the water. And like we take it out and it's like all just like wet as weed now. And I'm just like, hell no, I ain't going to waste that weed. So like I stash it. And like the next day, I'm talking to the kids at school, and like they're like, let's go over to your house and let's smoke that weed that you got left over. And like they came through, they knew what they were doing, bro. And they came through with like the the pins and like the top of the eraser part of the
Yeah.
So they came through with that and we smoked and that shit hit. And it hit, and that was like my first experience with cannabis. It was great. It was not
Yeah.
bad. Like
Okay.
no paranoia, no nothing, mainly like all laughs and giggles and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, man, I'll let my son smoke. I like one thing. Me and cannabis is like a love and hate thing, because I want to be high all day, but like I can't be high all day, And sometimes, like, I feel like in a way is like it might slow me down,
Yeah.
Like if I'm competing in business and you don't smoke and I smoke all day, chances are you're gonna be grinding it out a little bit harder, I just feel like that.
Okay.
And for me, being competitive is like I can't have that happen.
I gotta have that.
So
upper
it's like,
edge.
yeah, bro. So like that's kind of like what it is.
Yeah.
I still smoke, but like,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Mhm.
that's cool. I mean, I do the same. Like I said, I have a 12-year-old and I have a 2-year-old.
Both girls.
Both girls.
And another one on the way.
And another girl on the way.
Boy, Danny laying it down.
Got to. But yeah, and I do the same. Like especially with my 12-year-old. Like now she's in middle school, so they're obviously like it's there,
Mm.
right? And so I definitely have those conversations with her. And then with my 2-year-old, she'll see me drink, and I have one of your bottles in the fridge,
Mhm.
and so she knows like, Dad, is this your medicina? And I was like, yep, that's my medicina. And so like I'm already teaching her little things here and there, but she definitely knows your bottle,
Mhm.
and she definitely knows that it's Daddy's bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing for the child proof stuff though too, man. Those regulations came
Oh,
through because you
yeah.
can keep it in the fridge now.
Yeah.
Even if they try getting it, they're gonna have some trouble, So,
Yeah, for sure. So where you kind of briefly touched on it with one of the questions here, but where can we find you guys? Where can we find your products? How can our listeners get in touch with you guys?
So if you want to find us on IG, you can find us at of Los Angeles Co at the end, at La Familia Chocolate, at Agua de Flor, at Blackout. If you want to find our products, go on Weed Maps. If you don't have the app, download the app. Just type in product of Los Angeles and you'll see our full lineup. Click on whatever product you're looking to find, and then it's going to show you the retailers close to you that carry our brands.
And you're over in about, you said 300 stores throughout the state, right?
Yeah, just about 300 stores across the state.
Okay.
Cool. From Calexico to San Diego to all the way up to this place called Weed, California.
There you go.
No, even after, I think that's the furthest place.
That's it right there.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking far up there, bro.
Dope. And for the listeners that you guys are tuning in, their products are amazing. Definitely check out. You guys got a new line coming out with the gummies, right? That you guys mentioned.
Just came out.
Dropped. Just dropped.
Just dropped. Okay, and
Those
are
things are
those at
bomb,
different shops already too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. We probably got like 40 something stores. It's probably been out for like 3 weeks now.
What flavor is that?
So yeah, flavors are gonna be sandia, naranja, and fresa, and they're gonna be coated in like this chili chamoy paste, kind of like like you ever drank a White Claw,
yeah,
and you use a dip.
yeah.
So it's like that dip is kind of like what we use to coat our gummies.
So it has chamoy.
Mhm.
It has sandia flavor.
Why didn't we bring any?
That's what
That's
I'm
all
saying.
you,
I'm
my
so
boy.
sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I even told you I think I was gonna
Look,
bring
my
some.
boy Danny's sad.
Man, I'm bringing one tomorrow. You guys here tomorrow?
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
But we saw it being made. And we can at
Yeah,
least say
we
that.
did.
We can at least say that.
Oh, you did, yeah,
I feel
yeah.
so
We
bad.
did.
We
Man.
saw it being
I feel
made.
so bad.
We got videos. So for our listeners, check that video. The video is going to be coming out soon of the process of the
Mhm.
chamoy being mixed in,
Yes.
and that was dope. That was
That was
dope.
dope.
It was a dope experience. Again, thank you guys for allowing us to
Mhm.
step into your space
Mhm.
and really check out the day to day and that process that you guys have. So
Yeah, shout out to your team too.
Oh,
They're
for
very-
sure,
they're very
100%, dude. Like, man, I used to have like this mindset where like, oh, bro, we'll save more money if me and you can do everything. Like, it's impossible. You can never, if you ever want to get, if you look at any great person in this world, they didn't get there on their own.
They had a team,
You know,
a great team,
That's
and that's what we have now too, man.
yeah,
Some of our employees, they've been with us since the get go. Alan,
like working at the house
Yeah.
type shit.
yeah.
I got videos that like updates of when like, hey, remember this day 5 years ago, and I see Alan right there still fucking wearing shorts and black shirts. That's all he wears.
Oh,
Just a
yeah.
black shirt.
He's
and
like
shorts.
he's like the Mexican
like
Bart
Simpsons,
Simpson.
You know, they open the closet, we're the same thing. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Alan.
Shout out my boy Alan.
Look, we got Julian. The churro flavor is so good, and we got Pelon saying
My boy Chewy.
Oh, yeah, Chewy.
Hey, yep.
So Chuvy's one of our employees too. He's been with us for a long
Like
time.
childhood friends. Like
Childhood. Known him for 16
we're grinding
years.
it out.
we got him saying shaking my head. Come on, guys, hook them up.
Mhm. Oh, I'm so sorry.
we got
sorry.
Julia. So good to see people of color doing great things.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. You guys
Mhm.
got any last words for our listeners?
Mm. You're usually the closer, bro.
Get your shit. Get
He's
their
a sales
shit,
guy.
guys.
He's a sales guy.
Get their
Nah,
stuff.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Anything but like, just we're super grateful to be here. Just know like when you buy our products, like you're supporting us, and
A lot of
we're
families.
we're not like rich and flashy or anything like that. We're just some dudes, average dudes that came out of the hood, and we really want to do something great for not only us and not only our family, but like everybody around us. We want to be like just people that you can look to and say like, fuck, they did it. Like, yo, if they did it, I could do it too. Because I just remember like growing up, dude, like we didn't have that. I never thought I could do it
Mhm.
Yeah.
until I saw somebody do it.
And so now you guys are that representation.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Of
I hope we
showing
are.
that.
You know, I hope we are,
Yeah.
and I hope you guys know that you could do it too.
Thank you. That's dope.
Yeah.
Dope. And it's good to see that representation. It's good to see people like us
Mm-hmm.
doing it, right? And it's definitely going to help our younger generation to see like-minded folks that look like them
Yeah.
prospering. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. To whoever hasn't tried their products out, check them out. And who is buying the products, keep supporting. They really
Mhm.
are genuine guys, and they are chill, and they definitely care about their products.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I do want to say something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good,
Hi, Mom.
good.
¿Cómo está?
Sandra.
Yeah.
We're going to go through the chat line one last time. That blackout line is fire.
Mm.
Yo, let me tell you guys a story about blackout, bro.
All right, go ahead. Show me. Shoot.
So Edgar used to work for this company.
It was the day job.
Okay.
It was his day job. So they see him coming up, and he's like, "Yo, by the way, guys, I own my own cannabis company too." They're like,
I didn't hide it. I told him.
"Shut the fuck up, get back to work." And fast forward a year after that, and they see us blowing up, and now we're edible brand too, so we're kind of competing in the same space as them. And they're like, "Come through, we want to buy your company." And we were like 23 at the time, and we like didn't know nothing. Business is so fucking cutthroat, like,
Yeah.
man. And we're like, fuck yeah, we'll go. So we're in there, and then the dude goes, "But we want to give you 30 grand.
That's
then-
it.
Yeah, bro. Like we were making more than that a month, back then.
Right.
And we're like, nah, like you got the wrong idea about us, bro. Like, nah, we're not doing that. So we're like standing up now. And he's like, no, like, dude, like, I'll give you 10 now, 20 later.
Mm.
Like, bro, you broke ass. So, all right. So now we're walking towards the door, and he's like, dude, like, and you guys could come work for us.
Oh.
And we're like, bro, we don't want to fucking work for you. So we're like leaving now. We're like at the door. And he's like, all right, you guys don't want to sell us your company. We'll just duplicate it. And they were such a big company, bro. And we were working out of a house.
So it was scary, you know.
Yeah.
Getting kind of some
It,
kind of
it was like,
Yeah.
we're fucked. But we're not fucked. We're still here and they're not. And we always had the idea that we would stick to our lane, the lane that we created.
Yeah.
Of this like Mexican inspired edibles and Mexican inspired lines and like this. And it was like so painful, you know. And we're like, they ended up coming out with a churro crispy too. And we're like, fuck. And they ended up like, it was a battle because some shops were like, we already carry crispy and they sell it for less than you guys. Yeah.
So they were really doing.
But
Mhm.
but our crispy was better. And eventually, so like I said, bro, like Edgar was like, let that shit go. And I was like, nah.
I'm about
nah.
looking at my own pasture, you know, make sure the grass is green on my
Mhm.
side. I don't
Right.
care.
Yeah.
But Albert got like cynical with this
and
shit, so.
and so like I'm okay with competition, you know. I welcome that shit, like,
Yeah.
you know. And it like will wake me up, and I used to like go on Maps and find out all the stores that they were in, and then all the stores that they were in, those were the first stores I'm getting into. So it
Yeah.
became a battle like that.
For sure.
And then it was like, fuck that, they got so disrespectful. Like, we're like, fuck that, we're gonna release a brand to clap back, you know. And that's how Blackout came to be. You know, it was really important for us for the name of the brand to have the letter O in it, because that company's name, well, they're called TKO,
Okay.
and they used to have this logo. It was a TK and an O with a little leaf in it, and they took our Churro Crispy and we took their logo and we made it ours, and we're using it better. And that's what Blackout is. Blackout is like a representation of like people who have been looked down upon, um just like being Mexicans and this shit. This shit's tough, bro.
Being
You know?
young, you know, we used to come into meetings with once we had partners, right? We'd go
We've
to
always been the
meetings,
young guys.
and then
Yeah.
they thought we were the employees of our business partners. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
we would always get like, you know, just people looking down on us.
But that's what Blackout is. So we had the capacity to create beverages, since we're fully automated on that side now.
Yeah.
So we came out with a line of lemonades, but it's gonna go all the way through to like a flower line. Bro, we're gonna come out with more chocolates, more crispies, but they're like, you think that there's no more room for other products because it's how saturated the market is.
Yeah.
But what Blackout has coming is like so unique, so unique. Not even unique, like just like even nostalgic. Like it if people don't have room for our products, they'll make room for our products. But that's what Blackout is. That's how it came to be. Really, it was just vengeance and revenge to people to people who thought we were nothing.
Yeah. That's dope. And the flavors are good too.
Oh, bro,
We've had the blueberry lemonade.
Blurberry,
Blueberry.
Guavalicious, and Lemon Days.
Days.
So the way we came up with the flavors, right? We have a big group text with our staff.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, whoever could come up with
creative name.
creative names can get 1 day off paid. Boom, everybody's flooding us now. And then we had one employee, Chris. He's like throwing out the worst names. I'm about to tell this boy to stop. And then he came out with a good one. I was like, all right, you're good. And then we have this other girl who's like, she's like a creative writer for us now. Because like she came out with Blurberry and Lemon Days.
Because of us trying to find these names out, we ended up finding out she had a skill. You know, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's cool
Yeah.
that we have her.
But that's how everything came to be, bro. And they take kind of after like the Calypso lemonades. You know, they're like nice and pungent. We work with
Yeah.
a lab where we can send them anything labeled, unlabeled, any flavor, and they can send us back an extract that is
Okay.
just the same taste and everything. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. I love how everything that you guys have has a story behind it.
Yeah.
So definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. So we got Luis. You know, checkmate.
Oh, hey. I mean, nah, you're right, bro. Fuck him.
Yeah, we got Rodolfo. Yeah,
It's my cousin.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out, bro.
Mole. And then La Familia and Agua de Flor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Much love, you
Yeah,
guys.
that's my little cousin. He works with us too. Like, that's all. That's all our family. Like, dude, man, my girl works with me. She's like the other sales rep. Is me and her. It's me, her, and Luis. And his cousins worked for us too. Like my cousins work for us. Like,
You guys have a very tight knit.
bro, it's people we literally
Group.
grew up with. Like
Yeah.
these are like family, like loyal, like family people, bro.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's how a beautiful culture, you know, is born. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for coming out,
It's
man.
a pleasure,
Thank
bro.
you, man.
Hanging out with us, spending your
This
This was
Monday.
fun.
Yeah, thank
Mhm.
you guys.
Do it
Thank
again.
you. Thank you. Yeah, we
Thank you,
definitely would
guys.
love to have you guys back. But
Yeah,
only
let's
if
see
you, only
where
if you
we're at
bring
in a
gifts,
year
though.
from now,
I
bro.
will, bro.
Come, man. You-
Like I'm busy.
Hey, we
guys.
got beer.
You should have started there. No, but for us, thank y'all for coming in,
Mhm.
and hanging out with us and letting our listeners, hear
Mhm.
more about you guys. So we
Yeah.
definitely appreciate you guys,
Yeah.
and appreciate you guys being one of our first sponsors, for sure. So definitely appreciate you
Yeah.
guys for that as well.
Mhm.
But with that, guys, everybody tuning in, thank you guys for checking us out. We're here live every Monday at 4:20 p.m. from the TGN Latinx station. You guys can tune in through the Good News Radio app, or you can view us live on our YouTube channel or the TGN Latinx YouTube channel. Make sure to follow us on Instagram on _connects. That's CED_connects. Also, make sure to follow our guest, product of Los Angeles Co. on their Instagram. You can also find all of their information through our page as well. So make sure to check them out. Episodes will be streaming on Spotify and Apple on Wednesday. But if you don't want to wait, you guys can tune in through the radio app as well, and make sure to check that out. Also, we want to shout out our social equity sponsors. We want to shout out Seventh Wave, Joyous 420, and Bianca Star Agency. They're doing a lot of big things up in the Bay, and we're going to see about trying to get them down in LA. You actually can find Seventh Wave's products, 4Gs. They just dropped that Stizzy, and they're at Gorilla RX here in LA, so you could definitely check them out. 4 grams, yes, 4-gram eighth. So if you guys, and they're at a really great price. I think Stizzy has their prices at like 20, 25 bucks. Their 4 grams are at 25 bucks a Stizzy. So yep. So check them out. Again, to our listeners, thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you. Thank you guys for tuning in. And last, again, can't thank you guys enough, Albert and
for
Edgar,
sure.
for showing up, coming through, and thank you guys, La Familia. And with that being said, we'll check you guys out next week.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Last thing, Thursday we kick off the holidays. So happy holidays, guys.
Mhm.
Thursday, what's happening Thursday?
Thanksgiving, my boy.
Oh shit. Thursday,
All right.
Thanksgiving, guys.
Much love,
Happy
guys.
Thanksgiving or
The-
Thanksgiving.
The other
Thanks-taking.
The other
Thursday,
Bible.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Much love, guys. Bye.
There you go, yeah. And our YouTube channel listeners, they get some extra feedback. We're still live with
Yeah.
them.
Bye, mom.
But everyone tuning in, everybody viewing, thank you guys
Yeah.
for hitting up the chat line.
Mhm.
You guys came in deep with your
Yeah.
family.
You guys
man.
definitely
So,
represented. So much love to all you guys.
all right, we'll see y'all.
That was cool.